Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do kind of a garage update on the older stuff that we have. So basically like this, that, and that. We got to talk about some things. We're going to start with this truck. This is my 1962 Chevrolet C10. It's a very old truck, and I redid it with my dad. If you're not already, don't already know that, I did a video on it. I have the keys here. I ended up starting it up, but I made a fool out of myself because I ruined my first, my second tank. I'm not starting this up again because I already know it starts first try. I've started it up already. But I will take you to tell you what is wrong with this truck and why it's in the garage and not pulled out to here for this. So I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about the another vehicle that is not in this garage and it's down in a shed, which I don't think that one runs either. And tell you like a little bit of the updates about the old cars or old vehicles. First, starting out with this. This has had a few issues. It has high oil pressure, which we're not really sure what that is. It could be a lot of different things, but we don't know. We don't know anyone in town that would know anything about that. And so it's got that. It's been sitting in the garage. I do start it every single week because last time I didn't start it. It sat for 2 months and had a dead battery and it had bad oil in it. And so, I mean, it didn't start. It ended up, we actually took down the street and it ended up dying on us. And we had to bring it back here, jumpstart, bring it back here. It's not a good deal. So I'm going to go inside of it and open it up. I'm going to put my keys right here because that's where I just keep them. I keep them on the hood. All right, we're in. All right, so getting in has 1,610 miles on it. When I started up earlier, it was cold. It does not say, but it has a quarter tank gas. It says full, but that's because it's not turned on. The oil pressure light did come on when I first started it, but when it was running, it went off. It's not really reliable because the gas gauge isn't reliable either. But horn does not work still. Windshield wipers, if it gets into a rainstorm, I'm just kind of have to deal with it. Windshield wipers don't really work. They're nice to look at, but they don't really work. Headlights, they do work. They're pointed wrong. It's got wrong alignment. Very easy to fix, or at least I think it is. I just have to point the headlights. It's another thing. We'll get it fixed. We're not in a big hurry with this thing. It's supposed to be a project. It's supposed to be a nice weekend project, you know. Seatbelts, since the last time that I did an update video, these have been fixed. We got extenders for them, and they're nice and fixed now. And so we're not flying around or flying out the front of it when we come to a complete stop for whatever reason. Turn signals, they're still kind of broken. They're kind of broken. Brake lights work. Otherwise, it's all good. Radio does not work, but I'm not really concerned about the radio because it's an AM radio. No, I don't have XM or FM in here. It's just awful radio, AM radio, which, to be honest, there's nothing good to listen to on AM radio. Shifter, clutch, it's all good. Oil change, I did put new oil in it, and I actually did the oil change myself, which I guess I had a little help with my dad, but we got the oil changed in this. And I told him I wanted to take it down to the Chevrolet dealership because it'd be comical to pull in with this thing and be like, hey, I would like an oil change. They probably would not know how to do it with this. They probably would, but they probably would not like it. But it's very easy. Oil change took about maybe 20 minutes. It didn't take that long. All right, now to get out and go to the passenger side. Now, the door. Oh boy, the door. Yeah, the door does not want to shut right. Let's see if I can get it shut right. See? It jiggles. That takes... Well, I thought it was. Yeah, it's got a... I was able to shut it fine the last... All right, got it this time. Took 4 tries, but we're good. All right, engine. I can't open this up because it's a very hard thing. The latch is like, actually I can show you the latch. So down here, this latch is all weird and it's really hard to get it open. It's a big pain in my rear to get it open. So I'm not gonna open it because it's a big pain in the rear. Windshield wipers, they don't work as I mentioned. Antenna's kind of useless right now too. One thing that I'd love to get fixed is this. I cannot shut it all the way because it won't open back up. We have a little problem. This is not the greatest latch in the world. Right here is the original owner's manual. This is the actual one that came with the truck, brand new. And it's still in pretty good shape. I'm gonna make sure I don't close it because that would be very bad. All right. Back here, it's kind of become a storage unit. So that's kind of deal there. All right, moving on to the Cushman. This thing, I don't know if it runs. Actually, I think that shows the mileage. I'm pretty sure it's got like 1,800 or some miles on it. Yeah, this thing's not really street legal. I've ridden on the back and I was so scared to death that I was gonna fall off the back of it. This is a 1958 Cushman scooter. It was an Allstate. And it's got like the red and the white. I think it's so cool. And then the vehicle I was talking about that's not up here, I think it's down in the shed, is the 70s Honda mini bike. That does run. We've taken it on a couple of trips and it's fun to ride around if you know what you're doing. This thing, yes, my Shriner car, which is blue, you may have seen, you may have not, probably not. Maybe in the earlier videos, it was a little Shriner car. That thing's also down the shed and it does not run. So what if we got here? We got one that, I don't know if this runs. I'm assuming it does not. The motorcycle does run. That other part does not run. And this is not very sure either that I know it's not. I don't know if this runs either. I'm not gonna try to start it up because I don't know how to start it up. But this was actually at an amusement park and it's a, Goodwrench Goodyear. It's not a bumper car, it's just a go-kart. And my dad found this online at, I think, either at like an auction or an online auction. I mean, he found these cool things for us and I can't fit in here. I mean, for the sake of this video, I'm going to try to make my way in to the Goodyear car and I already don't fit. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get out. Also another update I just saw, that wheel there is the spare wheel for my truck. I don't have a spare tire yet, which is kind of bad because if I get a flat somewhere, it ain't gonna be good because that wheel won't do much for those tires. I don't know if I'm gonna get a white wall. I am assuming not because it's a spare and it does not really matter, but otherwise there it is. I'm not mentioning, you may have seen the golf cart in the background. That's not an old vehicle as far as I'm aware. So, and plus it's electric, so it doesn't really have problems. At least I think it does not. Now, I don't think you remember, but when I was like revealing my truck, there is a Jeep parked where I'm standing. The Jeep has since been sold. And there may be another vehicle. I mean, I do have another vehicle there. Well, I don't. It's not my vehicle. This is my only vehicle. It's my brother's, and he is out driving it right now, or I guess he's at school. And it's not parked here, so I have all this room to do the garage update with that car, that thing, and the motorcycle. That I think the motorcycle is usually parked here because it's a small mini bike. It doesn't take that much room up, but I'm pretty sure it was down there. And my light just went out because it's a motion detector and all that. It doesn't. If I just not moving around there, it won't notice it. This thing, I want to get on it, but it's just, I feel like it's going to tip over. So, I have not driven this. I've not driven the motorcycle. I've driven that before when I was younger, I think. And then I've driven that, which probably the most exciting vehicle in here, if you're a car person, is probably that. If you like motorcycles, which we don't have ours up here, you like that. Or if you like the weird stuff, like this, or that, I gave it all to you. If you like that. If you like the weird, you like the motorbikes, you like the cars, or you just like hearing me talk, which I don't think anyone likes to hear me talk. So, we're just going to end with that.